Now, the fashion industry, I think the country as a whole, mourning the passing of style icon and co-founder of Loxion Kulture, Wandi Nzimande. His family says he passed away after suffering COVID-19 related complications. Nzimande is known for trailblazing the way on the local fashion scene with what's known as Kasi designs. He co-founded streetwear label Loxion Kulture alongside Sechabo Mogale. That was in the early 2000s. For more reaction to this now, we're joined by the founder of Bathu shoes, that's Theo Baloyi. Theo, good morning. Thank you for joining us, albeit under these circumstances. What a devastating loss to your industry, to our country.
Yeah, very devastating. I think I would love to send my condolences to the Nzimande family, friends and close colleagues. It's really devastating. I didn't see this coming. In the beginning of 2021, we have lost someone who's really done so much for the fashion industry in South Africa. But not only that, has really reignited hope as to what we Africans, we are capable of.
Yeah. I mean, we often say this about people when we are paying tribute to them, but, this time it's true to the nth degree. What an incredible person in all spheres, whether he met you as part of the industry or whether you were someone who was just coming to say, I love your fashion brands, I loved your music on Kaya FM.
Yeah, absolutely. He was very kind and always had a door open, to help others, and to really try to contribute to either the music scene, the fashion industry. I remember, when I started my business, I met him a few years ago, and he taught me two most important things, which I implemented in my business, which was distribution and the art of storytelling, And I mean, you look at what he's done, and I've used, most of his advice in growing and corporatizing my business. He was a very, very kind person, and he's always had room to tap into his network and making sure that, he's not the only one who benefits from that, but others too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we know the way that he started off with Loxion Kulture. It was very, very humble beginnings. And as you say, he took the time to speak to other people who were trying to break into an industry that is difficult to be successful in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think with that, he had a skill of doing that, in terms of storytelling, The conversation what he had around that was that, Africa is known to be a continent that is full of heritage. But how do we take our heritage and embody it and incorporate it into fashion, into music, and advocate it to the rest of the world, And then he took that role upon himself, but did not only limit to himself. He said, if you have a way of really contributing to this, contributing to narrating the heritage of this continent, let me see how I can help you. A very, very kind and always willing to make time for others.
Yeah, and what's always interesting to see is, our icons here in South Africa, how very oftentimes they are even more celebrated, and I think he's among those people. They're even more celebrated around the world.
Yeah, and I think, I think there was a documentary that I think either late last year or something about Loxion Kulture, and I think, it's really, really incredible to start a business from humble beginnings and run it for 20 plus years, and really corporatize it and make sure that it's sustainable, it's well maintained. And not only that, but actually create impact in our communities, And I think, in many ways in our businesses, we really have to find a way to really celebrate such icons, either through product, through service, and many other things.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Theo, thanks very much for your time. Thanks for coming on and sharing some of your memories of Wandi Nzimande, who died yesterday of COVID-19 related complications, according to his family. That's the founder of Bathu Shoes, Theo Baloyi. Now, those who enjoyed Wandi's work, both in the entertainment and fashion industries, have been sharing their tributes as well on social media. Let's take a look. Portia Gumede saying Wandi's brilliant mind brought about a chance for all who met him to experience different sides of his creativity. When he loved your mind, you knew, and that is what makes his passing hurt so deeply. We knew him and experienced him differently in our creative spaces. And she says their hashtag RIP DJ Wandi, as he was known on Kaya FM. Asanda says Loxion Kulture in a 2002 issue of Elle magazine. Wandi Nzimande was at the forefront of SA streetwear and youth culture and made an impact on the fashion industry. My deepest condolences to his family and loved ones. David Cow, friend, brother, creator and trendsetter. Rest in peace, Wandi Nzimande. And it's DJ Wandi, as he was known at Kaya FM and as a DJ around the country, in fact. Katlego saying, we are led, tweeting the Soweto TV channel there. We broke so many boundaries and taught us how to stand tall. You carried us through and through. Just a few of so many tweets that came through in the wake of Wandi Nzimande's passing as we continue to mourn his death in our country. And of course, we as a channel also send our condolences to his family and his loved ones.